Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. HeirofCarthage here, reminding you that no one can out-pizza the Hashut. So remember, the next time you need some Chaos Pizza, call the only one who does it right, Pizza the Hashut. So there we go. We got our pizza ad out of the way. Yes, this channel has been sponsored by Chaos Pizza. And just let you know, I'll be shilling for them here. Let's see, we got some buildings. Armaments output in the local province. Dang! When you have 300 or more raw materials, you get 250 armaments. Wow. Wowza. That's a lot. And then if we build other factories here, we can get a 15% increase on those as well. So it might be interesting to turn this one into a factory province. Maybe we can do something else elsewhere. Let's get some stuff started here. We're going to want to be able to defend this vicinity. We've got some cash on the way. No, this one's our cash, so let's do that. This one gonna give us control and an army upkeep reduction. That'll be fine for now. Alright, so we've got some good stuff headed there. We had some cash that we've come along. This one's gonna take raw materials, though. That'll be a cash upgrade. Ooh, big cash upgrade if we want to get Fallen King Mountain. I'm not sure I do, because I don't know how well I can protect it at the moment. So I might go a little bit easy there. Alright, Cathay is kind of upon us. We're one turn away from finishing up this army, and it should be a pretty potent army that we can take. We're going to need to get it upgraded good, but just because of the armaments alone, we're going to be doing pretty darn good with that army. Go ahead and build that. Let's go ahead and increase our strip mine capacity there as well. What else we got going on up here? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of our skill points and end a turn here. So Astragoth has leveled up. I was thinking I was gonna do more of this Hell-Forged Ordnance. I think we should. That'll max out our that'll max out our artillery and blunderbuss damage, which I think will be pretty important. This is one of our convoy overseers. Head through here. So this is Pizza the Hashut. He just had that big battle. And we've got fervent fodder with him, which is good. We're working on these blue skills next, I believe. And then Gordas continues his backstabbing career. And anybody else? Nope, that'll be it for skill points. Let's take care of this commandment. And what is this, a factory? I just got that factory thing going over there, so I'm actually thinking I might just convert this one over to an outpost. Alright, so let's see here. Outpost upgrade available. I'm just not worried about well, what outpost are we talking about? Dang, man, that's some pretty good recruitment. Skullcracker Dread. Oh, yeah, we want this. Construct that outpost. No, I didn't want to initiate the diplomacy. I wanted to construct the outpost. I just can't click the right button. There we go. This is one of those. Alright. Got another outpost available. Whom is that with? So this is with the Heralds of the Tempest. You got anything good, Kolek? And the answer is no, so I'm not interested. Alright, let's go ahead and end this turn. Do appreciate all the support that you all continue to give. Appreciate the comments. I am very busy right now with some things at work, but please continue to comment. Let me know about names, whether you think I'm screwing things up, doing things good way, right way, how your campaign's going, what you're thinking. Anything you want to comment. I love to read it. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, great. Queek's going to declare war on us now, too. So another war that we just don't need. And Tretch was sitting around waiting to attack us at Mount Silverspear. So I've got to deal with Cathay and Tretch. So this is good. This is great. We've got enemies literally all around us faster than I can kill them, and not enough money to make armies to kill them. So I must admit, it's a little frustrating. Let's just see what we get here, though. So, I mean, it's not like they're going to just wipe us out all of a sudden. It's going to be frustrating because we're going to have to cough up some settlements here and there as we get ready to to kind of move back against our enemies. Let's take a look at some things here. Cathay came and sieged me? That's some pretty serious gonads there. Does have 3 cannons. I mean, that's a pretty serious artillery contingent. I've matched them for range, though, with the magma cannons, so this is not going to go well for them. Like, it's not going to go well. I've got the battle started. I'm going to use a lot of my throwaway troops from the garrison here. And I've got my artillery in range of one of their grand cannons. I'm going to go ahead and open fire on it with all 3 of my artillery pieces. So I'm going to try and focus fire some of their artillery out here. I am going to get a summon here soon. Looks like some of my shots fallen short. Their grand cannon is returning fire, and it's targeting my Soul of Damnation. That is a pretty appropriate target. We're also targeting me over here. So Cathay does have very good ranged firepower. That is one of their saving graces. I'm gonna give them trouble here, and I'm gonna Dreadquake Mortar all over that one. Okay. Alright, attack there. Okay, our Cathay is definitely getting a bunch of attention over here, and it's also going to fix some of these guys up, wreck and bombard them. So I think we're going to have Cathay... Oh, they killed my... They knocked out the Soul of Damnation for this fight. The gun got knocked out. The artillery piece itself is going to survive. That was a really good summon there, though. So this definitely should get their attention. We've done some serious damage. At this point, the next most dangerous thing they're going to have is going to be their crane gunners. Ow. These single entity artillery pieces that I have will take pretty solid damage from their cannon, assuming their cannon gets good hits. Let them have it. Now, these cannons have not gotten a chance to chevron up yet. I don't have a ton of upgrades with this lord, so they're not going to be insano accurate. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to win these fights and just absolutely murder the enemy infantry like you're used to seeing me do. And again, I'm kind of using my garrison forces to draw attention. Ugh, that cannon hurts. Cannon's just deciding to fire at my troops. We're about to get rid of that last cannon. Alright, so we've got their main forces on an approach towards my garrison forces. And then I'm going to just kind of hit them from the flank with this other stuff. Alright, their own cannon units should be gone now. Which means I'm going to turn my focus to their crane guns. Because those are the next most dangerous item on the list here. Crane guns are pretty good against tightly packed armored formations, which a lot of my army is. Cathay's got some summons they're gonna roll here. I'm gonna drop that right across there. They've got some cavalry moving right out in front of me here. I'm gonna try and blast it with my blunderbusses. Alright, my magma cannons got some good work done on the crane guns. I'm actually going to go find my wolf riders here and swing around here for an opportunity. I'm not worried about my garrison forces here. They're kind of throwaway in terms of value. Let's use some of our magic here. Wow, they are savaging my blunderbusses, and my blunderbusses aren't really in range of anything useful, so I'm just going to back up and go ahead and come wheeling forward with my infantry. We need to keep our cannons focused in, and we really need to get rid of those crane guns. Run those guys forward. Okay. Alright, we're doing fine. Let's get another bombardment right there. Keep pushing forward. Alright, we're about to put Cathay out of this fight. Let's see. 2 magnet cannons can focus here. I've got too much infantry headed that way. Let's just pull back over here and finish this fight. And let's see, we can get a bombardment here. Let's go ahead and drop it right about there. I'm gonna keep feeding these guys some steady diet of bombardments over here. That's gonna be the end of the crane gunners. I'm gonna start going after that balloon. If my blunderbuss were in range, they could quickly finish that balloon as well, but the balloon's gonna rout before much else happens because we've got this army completely and totally overmatched here. Another bombardment there. Yeah, good effective bombardment there. Let's bring these guys back. I'm gonna move up and try and get in range of the balloon with my blunderbuss. That'd be pretty funny if they got there. They're not going to. So unfortunately we won't get the pleasure of seeing the balloon shredded from the sky, but a victory for us nonetheless. Alright, so that's quite a few Cathay. Well, I thought it'd be more than that. We'd add to the labor pool. I guess we could get some more off of them, but I'll actually just take the replenishment so we can be back in the fight quicker. It's going to push them back. Hopefully we'll finish our recruitment. Left click. Why is, like... Construct. I hate it when it does this. It's like I'm recruiting these things. I don't understand why it gets stuck like that when they do that, and then it shows that I'm not going to finish recruiting. That's really irritating. Because I was basically done with those, and now I've got to wait. Like, I don't understand that. It gets stuck. Would it have corrected itself? We only had 1 turn left, and they ruined it. Maybe I ruined it by unclicking them. I don't know. Now I'm going to take a few more turns to try and get those centaurs back in there, because I don't have a centaur recruitment locally, unfortunately. That's irritating. Casualty replenishment rate for the Lord's army. Let's go ahead and start with Inspiring Presence, and let's do some... Let's do some firing drills. And then, let's see, Survivalist, probably not a bad place to start. Then we'll go with Piercing Shots. And for our Metal Sorcerer, I think Scouting would be good. Let's drop the next one into Metal Shifting. Okay. So we need to continue the butt kicking of the Bone Rattlers here. Trespass the vampires a little bit, I think. And we're just gonna occupy this. Hang on, I was gonna do these as factories, I think, right? Yeah, I was gonna do these as a factory. And then we got Karak Dromars, the last one is way off over here. But then we could immediately kind of bounce over and start taking out Crooked Moon gets. This army over here needs... Oh, that's a convoy. I need this army to redirect. Ashrak Slayer. Yeah, we've got more targets to the south. Dang, they've even got holdings out here. That's irritating. I'm gonna have to leave those to the vampires. I wish that the vampires would maybe get serious about... I mean, we're both at war with the Bone Rattlers. I mean, it seems like that would be something to bring us together here. But I guess they're just not interested. Can't say I understand that. They certainly wouldn't want a war with me. You would think that would make them interested in trying to be more allied with me against our enemies. Attack this target. So Greasus is coming into our land as well. Fan-freaking-tastic. That is exactly what I want. I need more enemy armies swarming through my lands. Like, that's... How did they know? How did they know? Where's Mount Silverspear, by the way? So Clan Rictus somehow got behind my lines, probably from Mount Greyhag. My ally decided that why do anything about it when we can just let Clan Rictus keep walking around. Clan Rictus can't have had too much left either, so that's just really irritating for me. Alright, well, one way or the other, we've got to keep this army moving towards viable targets. I'm just going to come down here towards Karak Kadrin, and we're going to have to knock it out of greenskin control. We did not get fully replenished, so that was a bit of a mistake on my part making that move. But we can try and take care of it, so... Alright, let's keep the pressure on. And my income should continue to come up a little over the next few turns as we get some of these buildings built and upgrades completed. And I wish we could afford more armies. Probably could, we just be coming right down to the wire. Let's take a look at our, not technology, let's go to our convoys. We've got 2 or 3 active, and we've got 2 returning to capital. It's 3 more turns. Okay. Upgrade slots, outposts, in turn. Let's just go ahead and end a turn. Get some of our points and try and continue the face roll here. We've got to put the Bone Rattlers out of the fight. I mean, I can't pull back from all these lands. We have the one army that I've raised to help face off with Cathay. It's just going to have to help us hold that flank. Otherwise, we'll just try and get our allies. If we have enough influence, we might be able to take control of an allied army and use it to push back in a couple of spots. But we'll see. That's going to depend on how much influence we have with them, and that will, of course, depend on what actions we've done that made them happy. Alright. We can give up... We can fight the battle and pick up some cargo. We'd have to take out a rocket launcher. We don't have really artillery on our side, but this is a pretty beatable... Let's draw weapons and fight this to pick up some extra cargo. Alright, the battle's underway. I've got my army moving forward. I have some centaur renders moving through the forest. I'm going to bring them in behind and crush the enemy. I'm going to stop just outside of crossbow range, make a summon and some bombardments to kind of help cover my approach. In fact, I might just continue that approach and try and just go for closing the distance as quickly as I can. I'm going to go ahead and summon a Fireborn right here in the middle of their formation. And drop a bombardment here as well. Just again, this is kind of to try and turn their attention elsewhere and keep them busy. I do not have any magic in this particular army, but this is definitely creating the distraction that we need to make our approach. Bring my dragon up, should be able to get a breath attack, and then I've got a bombardment on my lord here. Let's drop that bombardment while they're blobbed. And then we've got breath attacks there as well, so we're going to move in. They haven't fired their rocket a single time here, which is really quite astoundingly bad on behalf of Cathay. Around here a little, and what else do I got? My lord, where's my lord? Let's get up here. Let's go ahead and do some damage reflection here. Let's go get straight in. Oh, no. Keep these 2 units back. Alright, go ahead and run our attack. And let's just go ahead and come in and start smashing at this infantry. Start shooting there, Vargulf. And let's bring the dragon over. Don't really have it. Let's just go smashing in here. Alright, the renders, let's crush that artillery. Cathay has been even slower to react than I have. which is probably not where you want to be in life. Alright, so we are just going to crash in absolutely everywhere and destroy this army. And it is definitely going our way, despite my inability to micro things fast enough. Yeah, the Cathay army here are going to be easily smashed. And that's a chain rout. All we gotta do is finish the Terracotta Sentinel. It's the only unit left that's breakable. Let's bring. I got my Man-Eater pistols shooting at it. I'm actually gonna just kind of pull away from it for a minute. And I'll move in my blunderbuss units if possible to shoot at it. And I've got my Man-Eater pistols shooting it as well. We'll try to get efficient here. Bring a giant up over this way. Where's my other units? Go over here. Spread out, spread out, spread out, spread out. I'm just trying to keep an open firing lane for my blunderbusses, and they gotta tear this thing down in a big hurry. There we go, that's what I was looking for. So that's the way to be a little more efficient about finishing that sentinel rather than fighting it. We're gonna pick up some extra cargo from that. I'll just snag some extra labor. Spread that out, and we got an ally mobilizing. Hopefully that's good news. I've asked them to come attack Greasus. They say they're going to. We shall see. We shall see. Alright, our army in Oakenhammer. Finish that off. I'm going to actually stay on the move here. I'm going to go over here and try and crush the Dwarves. And we can maybe swing down, poke at Akendorf, and work our way back across these gits. This army is going to need to replenish probably before we hit Karak Kadrin. Yeah, I'll go ahead and replenish. I mean, actually, it's just not the end of the world. They could get reinforcements, and it could be a bit problematic. Let's just go ahead and lay in a siege, because we're going to need towers and stuff, and these guys will probably sally out and fight me anyway, and then we can crush them on open ground. So let's go ahead and continue that siege. At least I'm pretty certain we can crush them on open ground with our artillery advantages. Asiak, let's get some defense set up. Go ahead and upgrade that settlement, improve our strip mine. How are we doing? Zufbar. Got some important upgrades going on at Zufbar. I'd like to continue to pick up as much cash as we could here. I've got some spare armaments that we're going to be sending out another convoy here soon, so I might go ahead and build up just a hair more armaments. We sent Cathay packing Skaven that attacked Mount Silver Spear. I still got to get back against them. That's irritating that we've lost it, and then Mount Grey Hag's out as well. But like I said, I'll do something about it just as quickly as I can. I've also got to deal with Croesus and Cathay. Like, everybody just wanted a piece of us all at the same time has kind of been our problem. And I don't really blame them. It's not like we're like a particularly likable faction, you know. It's not like everybody's like, oh, we love those Chaos Dwarves. Those guys are great. You know, so it's nothing like that. You know, I'm not expecting, you know, a whole bunch of like strong feelings in our defense. Building upgrade. Yeah, okay, let's skip that again. I want to just check for don't see any skill point upgrades. Let's go ahead and just burn through another turn, because what I really need is movement points. And the sooner we can grease some of our enemies, the better. And speaking of grease, we just got greased by Greasus. I'm gonna have to go retake the Demon Stump. So I've got 3 different settlements that need retaking at the moment, with many more that need taking for the first time. As soon as I can, I'll get that one army active, and hopefully if we do some fighting back against Cathay and Greasus, they'll kind of get the picture and move off. But if I'm fighting them and Kolek's fighting them, what would have been really great here is if Tzeentch and Kolek hadn't fought each other. That's actually one of the big differences between this campaign and the one that I played off-screen, was that Tzeentch and Kolek did not fight each other. And basically this led to my side being generally stronger, which means Cathay got raffle stomped. And it also means the ogres got raffle stomped. We're gonna fight so we can keep our... Why is Chaos attacking me, you jerks? Alright. They've got 2 hell cannons? Well, they're gonna die too. I mean, this army just crushed the other guys. Let's crush them. Once again, the battle's underway. Chaos, instead of firing their hell cannons immediately, again, decided to reposition, which just gives me more time to bring me closer to a spawn where I can put pressure on the hell cannons. So that's fine with me. They do have a knight with lances out here. I've got a centaur render and one with great weapons. If I can, I will try and take the fight to that, but we also have to be careful of those chosen with halberds that are in a near proximity. In fact, I might swing out there with my lord and start getting ready to do something about that. Alright, my Cathay Fireborn summon is ready, so let's go ahead and do that to keep those hell cannons silent. And that will also grab the attention of these Chaos forces here. Alright, if they blob up hard enough back here, which they are, I'm going to go ahead and pay them a visit in wrath. Alright, so I'm going to drop that summon there. I've got a chosen halberd approaching me. Cease. Don't block their line of sight. I'm going to absolutely flatten that unit. Let's go ahead and pull back here. So if they're going to approach me kind of single unit at a time like this, I'm going to absolutely crush that unit. I need to fall back away from those chosen. So I'm going to do that over there. Let's see if we can time that one right. Right, that unit got absolutely crushed. Okay, just gonna come charging in over here, smash those guys with the dragon. Got some good work there. There's some more key units. Alright, they gave up the chase over here. Let's go out and start elephant stomping some of these guys. Chaos is kind of sitting back too far from me at the moment, and they're paying a pretty dear price of it because my blunderbuss units are shredding their elite infantry. I'm going to interrupt this charge, send some help over there. And I'm going to actually kind of put some debuffs here with my lord. So the pressure is still going strong here. They're going to do a little bombardment, but my blunderbuss units are picking up some really, really nice kills. We've got our breath attack ready. Let's go ahead and feed that to the artillery piece, and then our man-eater pistols. I'm going to start picking at these dragon ogres. And same thing here. I'm going to move this unit over here and pick at those dragon ogres. Okay, they have got some chosen over here. We crushed that cavalry unit pretty hard. Now let's bring in our bull renders from behind to finish that. I'm going to push my blunderbuss units up, finish off this knight with lances. Another bombardment ready. Let's just keep those units busy.
Looking for me.
Alright, yeah, let's push up over here, crush those knights. Rear charge with the renders. Drop another bombardment up here, keep those units busy, make life miserable for them. I'm gonna melt their sorcerer out of existence real quick. Dragon can go ahead and land over here, there's no more resistance. And that is pretty much gonna be a chaos army. Pretty well handled. Not perfectly handled, but pretty well handled. Their lord is just getting absolutely filleted here by my blunderbuss units. Oh, it's beautiful. I love every minute of that. Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses are just amazing. Really, really spectacular units. Alright. Well, I will see you all back on the campaign map as soon as I get done murdering our brethren here who are manning these cannons. And they really picked the wrong Chaos Masters to serve. Alright, well, another solid victory for us. I'm just going to take the replenishment because these guys are still out on the trail trying to finish that. We've got a lot of raw material. We can put some of that to use. Let's head out here. I'm close to the end of the episode in terms of what I have time to handle. We're going to have to just continue the siege here. These guys have not sallied out against us. I kind of expected them to, but they did not. I believe they're going to slowly take attrition. They're probably waiting on reinforcements is the reason why they haven't come out at me. And at this point, we should be able to go after... Nope. Really? That's all the movement we get? That is absolutely awful. Just gonna go ahead and move up all the way to there and then take out Caragdroma. I don't know why it's nerfing our movement so hard, because that's, of course, what I need right now. I need something to slow me down even more. If these guys siege me and stop me from finishing this again, I'm gonna be absolutely pissed. I'm not sure why those don't go back to recruiting when the turns ended, but it didn't look like they were going to. I really want to pay back Greasus, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get the opportunity here on this episode. So, military, Beast of War, chosen by the father. All characters get extra 10% weapon strength and hit points. That is not bad. Armament cost for increasing capacity. Passive ability, Infernal Engineer for Iron Demon artillery units. It's going to increase their reload skill. That is pretty sweet. We like more reload. This one is obviously for Cathay units, which we're not really making use of right now. Battle reinforcement times. Campaign movement range wouldn't be a bad idea. Kind of a simple one to go get to. Let's go ahead and do that. Picked up some skill points on this turn end. Finish buffing up some of our infantry. And let's see, did we get any other skill points? We did not. Let's go check out my Convoy screen again. So we're 2 of 3. We've got 3 more turns there. We're back to capital in 1 turn with that guy, and we'll send him out. And our other ones will be ready to go, so we'll still be cycling pretty good here. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. That's just about all the time that I have for tonight to record. We did make some good progress despite, you know, sometimes feeling slow. We took over, I think we got Zephyr last time. I picked up Oakenhammer, and we were in a good position. I can't remember, I think we already had that. We're going to get Karat Kadrin soon. This army should be finally pretty much ready to go. We got to go strike back against the Skaven. I mean, let's be honest though, the Skaven don't have a good chance of, you know, making it too far into my territory. I asked my ally to attack Greasus, and he may do it. If he does actually hit Greasus, I may have to try and trade Darkhold for the Demon Stump, and I'll just trade them out and try and keep it going that way. If I look at the tower, I've got a decent bit of influence. No one's taken something that I have interest in. Another bombardment here. Strong versus multiple units. Weak versus single combatant. Construction cost minus 2% for each industry seat claimed in the tower. Raw materials consumed per turn by buildings. Not bad. Let's see what this one is here. Unit capacity for Bull Centaur and Cathay flying monster units. That could be kind of useful. We don't really have a lot of room for all of them now, so I don't guess it's like insanely useful. None of these are probably insanely useful. We could use this when sacking a settlement. We get a Hobgoblin army. Let's see how that one works. Let's go ahead and claim that, and I will see you all in the next episode. HeirofCarthage, signing out for now.